I wake up naturally in the morning around noon, but today I'm actually going to keep going back to bed to avoid the demons I'll have to deal with when I wake up. I'll keep waking up every 20 minutes or so, sweating slightly more each time. When I finally get too uncomfortable to stay in bed any longer, it'll be about 1 to 1:30 p.m. So the first thing I'll do is pick up my phone. But of course that's going to be dead. I'll be too lazy to grab the cord on the other side of the bed, so I'll just sit there for about another 10 minutes instead. I'll usually be extremely dehydrated, so I'll try to reach for one of the water bottles inside the bed. There's only going to be like 3 drops in here, but we're going to go ahead and go for that anyway. By this time, I'll usually have to pee, so I have to get up. I always make sure to put some slides on so the dogs don't have to touch the grime on the floor. I've never vacuumed. If you're following along, you can just go ahead and leave the bed sheets in whatever position they were when you get up. When I get to the bathroom, I see that the toilet paper's out, so I'm just gonna grab a new roll. I'll just push the old roll back with the other garbage back here. When you're done, just be sure to douse your hands with some water and wipe them on your pants. That's the only thing we'll need to do in the bathroom today, since if you follow this routine, you'll only need to shower once or twice a week, or when you start getting complaints. Now I'm going to swing by the kitchen real quick to try and find some food. Sometimes I'll have leftovers from the night before. If I'm lucky, they'll be in the fridge, but if not, I'll just scrounge around my desk or bed. Next, of course, since we have food, we're gonna watch YouTube for at least 3 hours. Probably watching over 30 sports clips or wildlife videos. My favorite rabbit hole is old music videos and live performances. Then when it's about 4 to 5 p.m., I'm gonna be ready to start the productive part of my morning. This is like the manifestation or meditation part of my morning, where I imagine lots of things to start, and what it would be like to have them finished. I like to open a list of goals and look at it for a while. This method can be hard for beginners to perfect, but it's important to focus on building another reality in your head, one where you're impressive to others. I like to imagine myself as someone rich with clean floors. After we practice this technique for around half an hour, we'll start to actually work on one of the goals. Don't worry, you only have to loosely work on it for about an hour, but you'll have music or YouTube on in the background the entire time to distract yourself. Now since we worked hard on that goal, we're going to get to reward ourselves with a bit of relaxation time. I'm going to move some snacks next to the couch, then camp out here for about the duration of your average 9 to 5. I'll often put on some music as well, because not even video games stimulate me enough anymore. When I start to get hungry, I don't have to worry about going to the store because I'm just going to order some food. This is great because it cuts down on social anxiety. I even like to ask the Dash to leave it by my door, so I don't even have to talk to him. I looked him up on LinkedIn after, and apparently he was a CS major, just like me. Who'd have guessed? Once your eyes start burning, that's about when I'm ready to call it a night. It'll probably be around 3 to 4 a.m. at this point. This part of the routine can get pretty tough to remember, so you might want to take some notes. First, I'm going to turn off my Xbox. Then I'm going to run my tongue over my teeth to see if they need to be brushed. They feel pretty smooth today, so I'll go ahead and skip brushing. Next, I always turn on the light to prevent the entity from spawning while I'm asleep. I'm going to tuck myself in real nicely and move my pillows around until my head stops hurting. Finally, go on the social media of your choice and scroll for about another hour at least. When your phone starts to slip out of your hand, that's the perfect time to fall asleep. It's okay that we didn't get much done today, because we always have tomorrow.
Take 2-3 minutes and just kind of jot down or write down on your notebooks and your phones, whatever you're using